I appreciate that. How we doing, Vapequeen? We doing good? We still good?
Woo!
All right. I gotta tell you, I wish I was doing better, you know? Because getting old kind of sucks. Yeah. Like, you know, like, not getting old per se, because that's like, you know, that's just a thing that happens, right? But more like when you have like these random senior citizen moments, you know? Like, have you ever just read something over and over and over again, and finally by the 5th time, you still get that shit wrong? Yeah. My wife the other night was trying to show me something on Instagram, and no matter how many times I read it, it said salmon facials. And my first thought was, sure, let a fish come on your face, but when I want to come on your face, it's a fucking issue. Crazy. No, but what it really said was salmon skin facials. And then I started to think, like, there was somebody who thought this was a good fucking idea. Like, somebody went into a board of directors room and thought this was a great idea to implement. Like, folks, what's next? Wasabi anal bleachings? Like, it already bleaches you from the inside out. Like, you don't need it bleaching you outside in. That's just crazy. All right? Do you have any dog owners in the crowd? Dog owners? Awesome. Like, what kind of breed?
Japanese Akitas.
Is that like a small, tall, venti? Like, what are we talking?
Big.
Okay, cool. What's his name?
Sakura.
The fuck kind of name is Sakura?
Japanese dog. Japanese name.
Jesus. Call it bamboo because it's black and white. Now, is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
How dare you assume its gender? Disgusting. That was a trick question. No, but I did want to ask you a question. Like, do you believe in the notion that all dogs deserve to go to heaven? Yeah, all dogs. Like, I know a couple of Jew-sniffing German shepherds that did a bang-up job in 1940. Like, those guys too?
They were under coercion.
They were under coercion. You know, that's the same excuse the Nazis used during the Nuremberg trials, so that's pretty careful. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, I think the better question to ask is, do we cohabitate with the dogs in heaven? Or do they have like their own separate doggy heaven, you know? Like they have their own separate doggy Jesus, clearly a golden retriever, you know? Instead of the pearly gates, it's like a pearly, you know, doggy door that they go through. That was fucking stupid, I know. Nah, man. I'm trying to be a better person, you know, trying to work on myself. So I recently signed up for the gym. No, I wouldn't clap at that either. That's cool. Fuck my health. Honestly, it has not been going well, I gotta tell you. Because the moment I walked in, the front desk guy looked at me and he was like, hey, let me give you a tour of the place. This is clearly your first time in a gym. I'm like, excuse me? And then he's like showing us around in the main area, and then he's like, these are the dumbbells. We use them for working out. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't think it was a fucking turkey leg, my guy. And then he just randomly goes, this looks like it's more your speed. And he's pointing at the snack bar. I'm like, dude, is this your fucking sales pitch? Because it's working. You know, I want your approval, you know? But then he showed me the rest of the facilities, and I noticed the steam room, and there was a few Asian guys in there, and immediately I thought rice cooker. Yeah. But then I turn the corner, and then I see the sauna, and there's like these 3 old Jewish guys in there. And honestly, I think that's kind of fucking weird. Like, doesn't anybody else think it's weird that they're standing in a human oven? Like, your family did not die for this. Like, you're gonna tell me that back in 1940, the only issue that it was 500 degrees, not a crisp 120, so you come out looking like a little fresh baked challah bread? No? Okay. It's just me. Shit. Listen, you couldn't tell by looking at me, but I'm actually a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community. I wouldn't clap at that either. Wow, Jesus. It's a straight crowd, I get it. No, man. Hell, shit. My barber is a lesbian. Yeah. And I know what some of you are thinking. First of all, she's just as good as any male barber out there. Hands fucking down, dude. Right? And honestly, the second best thing is, you know, you get to talk shit like with them like they're a bro. Because it's kind of like a bro all around. Like, we talk about sports and like which brands make the best strap-ons, you know? Guys, stop being fucking weird, all right? That's exactly the same conversation I had with my ex-barber, Ernesto, okay? It's not fucking weird. And the last point is that you get to save money. Yeah, because women make less than men anyways, so.
Oh.
Guys, these are just fucking jokes, I'm sorry. Calm down. No, man, it's silly, I know. I gotta say, I think the wildest thing that I've seen recently in a long time is one mentally disabled person look at another mentally disabled person and go, look at that retard. Because you know damn well they own a mirror. It's like, come on, dude, there's no way you're walking out in those short shorts and like that weird ass graphic tee and not thinking the same thing. Yeah, fuck that, man. That wasn't even a joke. Nah. I think that Florida having a statewide porn ban is kind of gay. Yeah, like, you want me to use my imagination? Dude, that's fucking gay. 100% gay. Like, first of all, when it comes to porn, my imagination is running on fucking dial-up, okay? Like, and Abuela just picked up the fucking phone. I got half of, like, the top of the tip just loaded up in there, all right? It's not enough. Not enough. Let me see. How many of you guys know about Sir Isaac Newton? Okay, we got a couple people here. I feel like everybody just trauma bonded a flashback to like 7th grade science or something like. But if you don't know, Sir Isaac Newton is the guy who came up with like these 3 all-important laws about gravity and motion, and you know, an object in motion stays in motion, that kind of stuff. Well, I recently discovered that when he died, there was this crazy, wacky guy who decided to sell his tooth at an auction. Yeah. And there was an even crazier and wackier guy who paid $3,300 for that fucking tooth. Yeah. $3,300 fucking dollars. And I'm thinking the same exact thing as you guys. I only got $2 from that broke ass tooth fairy, alright? Bitch owes me money. So then this guy who now owns the tooth, who I can only assume is a fucking dentist, starts thinking, hey, how do I get more respect in my office? And he puts the tooth into a fucking ring that's now worth $75,000. Yeah, that's not even the crazier part. The crazy part is, can you imagine being bitch slapped by a fucking Sir Isaac Newton's tooth ring? That's fucking crazy. Like, you're just there and all of a sudden, douche! Next thing you hear is, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, bitch. Guys, thank you very much. You've been awesome. Thank you, Vapequeen.